50 dead in San Antonio in the back of an 18-wheeler because of human trafficking. So when we talk about these statistics, these aren't just statistics. These are 50 people that have died.
I can't even think of a refrigerated truck that wasn't working with 103-degree temperature and think of these bodies in that truck. It's something that reminds me of the horrors of World War II, and it's happening right now in June 2022 in the United States of America.
So much could be done. People are telling them, the Border Patrol is telling them things that could help this situation. They are literally refusing to do it. So what is happening, Jay, we have two factors that work here. One is inhumane. When people die like this, and then people crossing the border who are sexually trafficked, the fentanyl, the guy that was caught this week with 150,000 fentanyl pills in his car coming from Mexico.
The fact of the matter is the border is closed, which is in part why you see people trying to make this dangerous journey using smuggling networks.
The border is not closed. I mean, this is preposterous.
What a break from reality. The border is obviously not closed. And you know who has operational control of the border? The cartels. Yesterday, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas said the cartels don't care about these people. My question is, sir, do you?
President Biden, the first thing he came in was reverse the salutary policies of President Trump, the wall, the Remain in Mexico policy, all the policies that President Trump had put in that were working. And then to come out with a ridiculous statement through his press secretary that the border is closed. What are you talking about?
Right.
Who do you think we are, idiots out here?
The president of Mexico said it's not just a problem once you're past the border, but also in the U.S. interior. In other words, there is such a system in place that these traffickers, human traffickers, get these people in, and then they have a whole national network to disperse them.
Amazing to me that the president of Mexico is more knowledgeable about what is happening in the United States than the president of the United States.
We've also talked about the border situation from a national security perspective. And this is a very serious national security perspective. And you told me before we went on the air that the reports this last week are that in the people crossing the border illegally were 4 individuals from Afghanistan.
Yeah, absolutely.
They obviously did not come into the United States legally.
This week, 4 people from Afghanistan were caught crossing the border. In the last year, 50 people on the terrorist watch list have been caught crossing the border. We don't know how many got away.
The go-aways are like 50,000. I mean, it's a huge number.
Some say that in the last fiscal year, that since October, there have been 400,000 getaways, the Border Patrol estimates. This is a real national security crisis. After the 9/11 events happened, the 9/11 Commission said one of the failures of the American people collectively was a failure to imagine what the terrorists would be willing to do. I think we are setting ourselves up for a terror attack because we could not imagine, the administration could not imagine, who might be crossing their border and what their plans are.
This is a real tragedy. Law enforcement is telling us that they have what they call assist calls. And they're finding, 14, 15, 16-year-olds left on the side of roads in major cities. And they'll tell the officers they were taken here by their stepfather or their father, but then they don't know the name of the individual that took them.
So many of these migrants and illegal enterers coming into the United States and just deposited in places, railroad yards, in front of communal hostels, banks, just deposited on the streets in cities and towns, in front of police stations, in front of firehouses, and abandoned like they were animals. And then you had to care for them. You can't just let them out there and let them just be exposed to the elements and be homeless. Yep. You have to take care of them.
We have got to get border security in place, folks. We have got to get the immigration system fixed. We cannot have people coming over in unair-conditioned trucks. We need a Remain in Mexico policy until your case is adjudicated. This is unacceptable, period. And it's a violation of basic human dignity.